All right, good morning, boys and girls. Today we're going to begin lesson number 3. We have already been comparing numbers within 200. Today we are going to start comparing numbers within 999. So shouldn't be too tricky for you. We'll go over a review. I'll show you the workbook, and I think it'll be pretty simple for you guys. All right, here we go. So when we are comparing two digits, the first thing we want to do is to compare the number of digits or the number of place values that they have. So we have hundreds, tens, ones, hundreds, tens, ones. So they all have 3 digits, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So since they have the same number of digits, we can start by comparing the greatest place value. The greatest place value is going to be our number that's on the left, as long as they have the same number of digits. So we're going to be looking at 3 and 7. And I think we know that 3 is less than 7. So we put one dot here, 2 dots by the greater number. We connect our dots, and then we read this as 358 is less than 729. Our next example, we're going to count the place values, hundreds, tens, ones, hundreds, tens, ones, 1, 2, 3 place values, 1, 2, 3 place values or digits. We're going to start in the hundreds. 600s, 600s. It's the same number. What do? Just like in alphabetical order, we go on to the next place value. And we have a 4 and a 2. We have 4 tens and 2 tens. 4 tens, which is 40. So we have 640, 620. We know that 4 tens is more than 2 tens. So we put our 2 dots by the number that is more, 1 dot by the number that is less. Connect it. We have 642 is greater than 624. Can you guys hear Remy barking? She's being sassy today. All right, if we take a look at our next one, this is where it gets a little tricky. If you take a look, we don't have any hundreds. We have tens and ones. If we look over here, we have hundreds, tens, and ones. This is a 3-digit number. This is a 2-digit number. We can't compare them by looking at just the first digit. So we could add as many zeros as we want in front of a number. So to make it have 3 digits, I'm going to add a 0 in the hundreds place, because now I have hundreds, tens, 1, hundreds, tens, ones. And when I look, I have 0 hundreds compared to 2 hundreds. And we all know that 0 is less than 2. So we're going to put 1 dot by the number that is less, 2 dots by the number that is more. Connect our dots, and we read this as 72 is less than 247. All right, let's take a look at your math lesson. Sorry, that hand gets in the way every time. Let's look at your math lesson for today. I think it's pretty basic, pretty simple. We have the digits on the top we're comparing. Don't be afraid to label. You'll see that they all have 3 digits, so that should make it pretty simple. On the bottom, we have our silly guy, Puzzle Penguin. He makes his mistakes. On the bottom, he's asking you to draw boxes, sticks, and circles to help, to show Puzzle Penguin what he did incorrectly. All right, the next page. All right, we're comparing more numbers on the top, but again, we need to be careful to make sure that they have the same number of digits or place values. When we look here, we see 1 compared to 3, so don't be afraid to rewrite that and add your zeros in front, not behind. Same thing here. All right, on the bottom, we are going to add or subtract within 100. Make sure you pay attention to the symbol. Are they asking you to add or subtract? And then we have to be careful. So I'm going to do some reviews of subtracting with zeros, when we have to borrow and when we don't have to borrow. All right, so let's get back here to our board. I'm going to erase this. And I'm going to do a couple examples with making a new 10 or regrouping, and also ungrouping. So if we have 23 plus 16, we're going to hiya. And we have 3 plus 6 is 9. 2 tens plus 1 10 is 3 tens, 39. Pretty simple. I think we can all do that. If we have 47 plus 38, all right, we know that 7 plus 8, 7 plus 7 is 14. 8 is one more, that gives us 15. So we have 5 1s and 1 10. I like to circle that 1 10 so I don't forget to add it. 3 plus 1 is 4, and 4 plus 4 is 8. 85. Remember, we can only have one number in each place value. Subtracting. Let's start with the big bad 100. Minus 32. If you want to draw it out using your models. If you have 100, you don't have any 10s, you don't have any 1s. So you can't take 2 away. You don't have them. You can't take 3 10s away. You don't have them. So we can trade our 100 in for how many 10s? 10 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to cross out our 100 because we don't have it anymore. And now we have 10 10s. However, we still need to take away 2 1s and we don't have any of those. So we're going to get rid of one of our 10s. So now I have 9 10s. And I'm going to trade that in for 10 1s. So now I can do that. I can take 2 away. I'll grab my red marker. 10 minus 2, 8. 9 minus 3, 6. So my answer is 68. Let's do one more example. Let's do 74 minus 27. Now, don't trick yourself into thinking that this is 7 minus 4. It's not. We start at the top, 4 minus 7. If I have 4 1s, can I take 7 away? I hope you said no. So what we have is 7 10s. We're going to take one of those 10s away. Now I have 6, and I'm trading that in for 10 1s. And now I have 10 and 4, or 14 1s. Now I can do 14 minus 7, 6 minus 2. All right, boys and girls, have a good rest of your day. And I am going to do my read aloud pretty soon, so you can catch up on Winn-Dixie. All right, see you later.